Recently, I was coaching one of my students, Philip. Shouts out to you, bro. And Philip asked me during our coaching session if I felt that AI was going to replace rappers. Then I found myself having a similar conversation with my wife. I'm seeing a conversation taking place all over social media, and I figured, you know what? It'd be a good idea to bring this to all of y'all. Let's continue this conversation here, because I really would love to hear what all of y'all have to say about this as I share my thoughts with you. So be sure to drop your 2 cents in the comment section below, and let's keep the conversation going. Now, I recently took a poll that asked the following: would you rap/release a song written by AI? 16% said, heck yeah, if the lyrics are dope. 70% said, nah, I'd rather write my stuff. No one can do it like me. 5% said, for sure, a writer is a writer. I'd spit some AI bars. And 9% was undecided. They said, let me think about this for a minute. Now, here's where I currently stand on the whole AI taking rappers' jobs debate. One thing that's inevitable in life is change. Throughout time, new technology is constantly being developed, which disrupts and changes the way that we do things. Between 1760 and 1840, the industrial age replaced a lot of farmers and manual labor jobs with machines, which led to more jobs being created in factories. In 1885, Carl Benz, which you know as Mercedes-Benz, invented the first automobile, making horses and buggies obsolete as a main source of transportation. And if we fast forward to more current times, we now have self-checkout, which eliminates the need for as many cashiers in retail stores and grocery stores. We also have self-serve movie rental kiosks and on-demand movie rentals, which is what really put Blockbuster out of business. And also, nowadays, there's way far fewer malls because of online shopping and Amazon. And with the direction that things are going in, we're looking at self-driving cars that could potentially replace truck drivers and Uber and delivery drivers. And we currently already have automated customer service over the phone. And we also have like self-serve restaurant ordering systems. And eventually they want to make checking out of a store obsolete with automatic checkout. So you basically just leave the store and everything that you have is deducted from a card that you have on file. And I believe Amazon's already been playing around with this technology in some of their stores. And all of these points are barely even scratching the surface of how much technology has changed the way that we do things. The main point here is that change is inevitable. And speaking of change, one thing I wanted to quickly touch on is how AI could potentially change laws. Now, there's already laws in place to protect you from people using your name and likeness without your permission. But this is mainly protecting your name and your image. But there's likely going to have to be some new laws that are set in place to protect people from using your voice, because AI has gotten crazy, scary good at mimicking people's voice and synthesizing people's voices to where it can be used to say things they never actually said. If you get a chance, search for Jay-Z AI or Kanye West AI, and you'll see what I'm talking about. AI has rappers out here rapping and singing songs they've never done before, which is pretty crazy, and it sounds very convincing. Now, going back to how us rappers fit into this technology, I feel like that what rappers bring to the table is deeper than just music. We create music from our soul, from our emotions, past experiences, beliefs, convictions, fears, dreams and aspirations, and humor. I've never let another human being write the lyrics that I rap, and I surely wouldn't let AI do that for me, because I feel like no one else can convey and express all the things I've gone through in my personal life and my own view on things, my own take, my own flavor, my personality. No one could do that better than me. It's like we all have a unique thumbprint, right? That's unique to us. That's what makes us stand out and be very different. We all have our own personality and takes and flavors, and that's what makes us very unique. And I feel like elements of that is being lost when you're allowing other people or other things to write for you. And I'm not just a fan of rappers' music. I'm also a fan of who they are as people. There's some rappers, Logic is one. I remember the first time I seen Logic, I hadn't even heard any of his music. I was just a fan of him already just by what he was saying in the interview. I was like, this dude seemed like he got a really good head on his shoulders. I'm gonna go check out his music. And I was like, check out his music. He's a dope rapper. Boom. I like Logic. So I think there's something deeper that connects us to rappers other than just the music. It's just the human connection. The things they're talking about, the struggles, their experiences, their things they think are funny, or the things that they don't support and aren't down with. Those are the things that connect us with them on a deeper level. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather go to a restaurant that's ran completely by robots and AI, or would you prefer to go to a restaurant that actually has human beings working there, to where they could ask you how your day was going? Or maybe you're a regular at that restaurant and they bring up a past conversation, or they ask how someone in your life is doing that they also know, a mutual friend, or, talk about what's going on in the world and have a nice conversation, or just friendly gestures, just warm welcomes. Like, that's something I value a lot. I would miss that if we didn't have that. Also, something else to consider: where do your ideas come from? AI mimics what's already been done. We create what AI mimics. But with that being said, we are also the sum of all of our influences, which is how we've evolved to get where we are today, not just as individuals, but as a society. Nothing is 100% original in and of itself. Everything that we create is being built upon what's already been established, if you think about it. The fact that I'm talking to you right now, I'm using a microphone, I'm using a computer, I'm using YouTube, I'm using the internet. There's so many inventions that had to go into play for me to even be able to do what I'm doing right now. I'm building upon what's already established. I'm talking about AI, which I didn't create. I'm a rapper, which I'm not the first rapper. There's been plenty of rappers before me. You get what I'm saying? Any words that I rhyme have likely already been rhymed many, many, many times before. And I talk about this much more in depth in a really dope video that I created called A Case for Biting Rappers: Pioneers, Innovators, and Thieves. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. I'll post a link in the video description. But this video is basically sharing the history of the evolution of rap, and I highly recommend it. Now I want to talk about some uses for AI. I personally don't feel like AI is going to replace rappers. If anything, I feel like that we could use AI as like an assistant to help us out if we choose to use it. It's like a tool, and because it's a tool, it's not good or bad. What's good or bad is the person using it. It's the intent behind the person using it. Just like I could take a butcher knife and I could use that butcher knife to carve a turkey and feed the homeless. Or you could also use that butcher knife to murk somebody. It's all about the intent of the person. That's what's good or bad. I don't look at AI as good or bad. And I can see it being helpful with coming up with ideas, and also like delegating time-consuming tasks that you don't maybe want to do. For an example, I don't always use a rhyming dictionary, but a rhyming dictionary is a part of my tool set. If I'm crunched for time and I'm really just trying to get a big list of words that rhyme with the rhyme scheme I have going, I'll do that. I'm not opposed to doing that. That's not cheating per se. There's nothing wrong with using tools to make your job a little bit easier. And I also don't feel like AI is a replacement for rappers, because I think there's something inherently special and unique and distinct about the rappers that we're fans of. Artists can connect with us in a deep and profound way that I don't think AI can replicate, because it's not human. It doesn't share the human experience, the struggles and the triumphs that make our favorite artists so relatable to us. The reason that I always tune in to some of my favorite comedian specials like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock and Cat Williams is because I think they're brilliant and they're interesting, and I want their specific take on what they think about what's going on in the world and their ideas on things and how they view things. I can't see AI being able to replicate the magic that they create. And for the same reason, I certainly can't see it replacing rappers. I think the best form of job security is to be the best that you can possibly be at what you do, and figure out a way to use that to serve and add value to others. And also, don't be stubborn and complacent. You should always be willing to learn and adapt with the times, so that you don't get left behind from all the change that's inevitable. And if you do that, I think you will always be in demand and you won't be replaceable. Now, I got a few questions for you. Could you see yourself using AI for your raps? And if so, how would you use it? Also, could you see yourself being a fan of an AI rapper? And if you disagree with me and you think that AI is gonna replace rappers, let me know why in the comment section below. And speaking of adding value and serving others, be sure to check the video description below for links to my one-on-one coaching service, my quick guide series to rapping, my beat store and merch store where you can pick up a t-shirt like the one you see me rocking right now. And if you're new here, my name is ColeMize with ColeMizeStudios.com, where I strive to make you a better rapper now. And if you're trying to perfect your rap skills, make sure that you get yourself a free copy of my ebook, The #1 Fundamental to Rapping, and you'll also get 5 free practice beats and my bar sheets, all for free via the link in the video description below. And always remember, when it comes to rapping, there's no rules, there's only techniques. Peace. Hey man, you see that subscribe button right there? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, and don't forget the bell icon. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Hey, I know you see that like button, right? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm gonna kill it, kill it.